Hello. Great. Yossi Kaplan here. Welcome to another quick video. Today I'm going to teach you how to make money at the Investor Suites at Yonge and Eglinton, which is known as 155 Redpath. It's a fantastic project by Freed Development that we all know from Fashion House, Thompson, and the entire King West. They built 66 Portland, 20 Stewart, 75 Portland, Wellington, you name it, but mostly famous for Thompson and Fashion House. Before we start, a very quick introduction, a couple of my sites. This is me, left corner, Yossi Kaplan. I'm a realtor with Your Choice Realty in Toronto, fantastic brokerage, love it. This site here, Toronto Condos for Sale, is a site where you can see live listings which are aggregated. So you can see in one site all the listings available. And say if you wanted to see what's going on at Fashion House by Freed or Thompson's, you can just click here, say Fashion House, and there's a quick description of the building, which is now completed and looks just fantastic. And there's not a lot for sale right now. There's only one unit for lease, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 units for sale. That's it. Really good building. You still have a chance to invest in this building. The prices are still good. We in the industry believe the King West is going to be the next Yorkville. There's 2 next Yorkvilles. King West is one of them, Yonge and Egg is the other. So hurry up and make a quick decision about King West. I think it's just going to explode, and the best buildings at King West are by far Fashion House right now. Thompson was great. It's this Fashion House just took over because it's a private building. There's no hotel, so the pool, which is up here on the roof, just amazing. I love going there, and it's only for the residents. There's also a nice party room. There's a gym. There's the Keg Steakhouse, Wilbur, and a cafe with a nail bar inside the cafe at the bottom. All right, moving on, urbanrealtytoronto.com. That's my main site here. And in this site, you'll find everything from pre-construction. For example, Riverside Square right here, 55 Redpath, 155 Redpath. We're going to get to it in a minute. West Queen West, another amazing project at Queen and Shaw. Lots and lots of videos, articles. This site's been going on for years now, and there's over 1,200 articles on it, so you can find a lot of information here. You know my style, just the way it is. I don't fluff it. I just say the way it is. I give you my honest opinion, and I think that my track record has proven itself both because I invest in real estate. I'm one of those agents that actually buy real estate. And I live in real estate that I buy, and I rent it, and I renovate it, and I own it, and I lease it, and you know, I live that profession, and I think I'm a very good example to how you can be successful in real estate, keeping it very simple, logical, step-by-step approach, exactly what I teach you on all the videos. Okay, so that's here, the latest and featured. For example, we have some assignments at DNA 3, West Queen West, L Tower, got a fantastic assignment there, just got the keys for that. Another DNA 3, Riverside Square, new construction, and so it goes. Yorkville Luxury Real Estate, that's another site that I own and operate out of many. This site focuses on more of high-end stuff, more of uptown Yorkville, but not only, also we'll go to anything that is noteworthy. So we have a penthouse at Casa listed here. Ex-condo, that's an assignment for a very high floor, corner unit, 2 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, fantastic. There is a estate in Kleinburg, there's Redpath, and lots more. There's the, that's Casa Loma, Totem Condos, video how to invest, how to make money in real estate, tons of information. It's all good, and there's no fluff. Here's another Fashion House. Okay, what I want to do today is I want to focus on 155 Redpath. There are 2 articles right here on Yorkville Luxury Real Estate. I'll start with this one, the Investor Suite. This is the article that just explains what's going on. It starts with a video. This video, you can watch it right here on the site. There it is. It's available at 720. And that's a video that came from the developer from Freed. I'm just going to put the volume down. Yeah. That came from Freed, from the developer, and it basically gives you an idea of what Redpath is all about. It's a phenomenal building. It's about 40 stories tall, just over 400 units. The location is fantastic. It's just off Yonge and Egg, about 400 meters from Yonge and Egg, about 200 meters from Eglinton. So you're going to have very quick access to the LRT, which can take you anywhere you like. And as we know, in Toronto, there's not enough transportation. So wherever you go, there's transportation. That's where the area explodes. The entire Yonge and Egg has been a preferred area for a lot of people that grew up in Toronto. They love their sporting life. People that grew up in Toronto just absolutely love Yonge and Egg. I find a lot of people that come to Toronto from other places, they like the downtown. But a lot of people are moving to Yonge and Egg, Lawrence Park, all these areas kind of north of St. Clair, because they do offer a really nice quality of living. They're not as dense, and because there's not enough land for development, any of these buildings, look at this beautiful architecture, any of these buildings do really, really well. Today, the prices are quite reasonable there. They don't cost more than King West. They cost less. They cost way less than Yorkville, and this area is about to explode. Yonge and Eglinton Center is getting a $40 million reno. Here's the LRT line. You can see here what's going to happen. That's just going to be amazing. Loblaws is coming in with a 40,000 square foot store. That's a massive mega store. A lot of new developments, residences, you name it, is coming to Yonge and Egg. It's also good for schools, young families, retirees. You want to live by your family, and so on and so forth. And of course, Yossi's famous coffee sip. All right. So moving on here, 155 Redpath condos by Free Developments. That's a 2+1 year rent guarantee. Shortly, I can't get too much into it, but give me a shot. I'll explain more in person on the phone or when I see you. It's a 3-year guarantee, rental guarantee. So just like we did with Axiom or Casa Loma, you get your money, and it's actually it's a real check that you deposit every month into your bank account, and all these units are priced and designed to make positive cash flow. Why is that? Because we're looking at investments in condos now in a way that you would buy a stock with a dividend or a bond with a coupon. That means that you actually get money, you make money on these units, and all you have to do is put the deposit in, and everything is managed for you. And by saying everything is managed for you, that means that you put the deposit, the management company, they will deal with the building, which will be part of the developers corporation, by the way. We'll get the tenants, we'll screen them, we'll put them in the units, and we'll deal with everything. There's nothing you have to do, okay? The other thing that a lot of people ask, 100% of the rental fees go to you. No deductions will be made from putting the renter in or the rental fee. As you know, and I work with a lot of investors who become landlords and they're busy. They come to us to lease the units. We charge 1 month plus HST. That's the standard rate. In this case, there won't be that kind of charge, okay? So you get the full rent in your pocket. This article is very important because it really explains the very 4 basics of why this is such an amazing investment. First is the location, which I just went over. The supply and demand. There's really not, there are no designer buildings in Yonge and Egg. And we know from experience of 15 years in Toronto that designer buildings always score higher. We also call it the Freed effect. You know, designer buildings always do better. They do better on, they get higher rents, they get better resale values, they sell faster, there's more demand for them, but there's not enough of them. Developers are finally waking up to understanding that design is very, very important, and that's present in some other projects, but still not enough. And obviously, everybody wants to live in a designer building with proper amenities you can actually use, not in some ugly building that looks like crap and has no amenities. It's just not attractive. So if it's not attractive to your renters, it's not going to be your first. It's not going to be their first choice. So they're going to pay less for it. You're going to make less money. You're going to sell it for less. So why bother with that? Why not go for the same price and invest in something that will make you more money, will keep your tenants happier? If you're going to live there, you're going to be happier, and eventually you're going to get more money for it, whether you rent it out or live it yourself and then sell it. So that's design amenity. Price and incentive, will go through it. Register now. So the sale is in October. The sale is next week. Okay. It's going to be one night only. If you missed it, you missed it. So please do not miss it. If you missed it, we won't be able to offer this anymore for the very simple reason that we only allocate so many units for a sale. And usually we have an average of 4 times worksheets per unit that we can actually sell you. because our deals are so good that people are realizing this is a deal they cannot get anywhere else. They're rare. We only do it with specific builders. We only do it with specific buildings. And once you get that, it's the best ever, and people fight for them. You won't see any shoving or pushing in the sales center because we have a system with wristbands and numbers, and it's very organized. It's actually a beautiful evening. It's catered. It's air conditioned. No one's left out in the rain or the cold. None of that stuff. Nonetheless, the sooner I get your worksheets, the sooner I get your phone calls, the better I can place you in the line. Okay. So all you got to do here is put your name, your email, urbanrealtytoronto@gmail.com. If you want to call me, that's my office number. Have I purchased condo before? Yes. I will attend the VIP. Yes. Place me in priority line, of course. Yes. And submit it. And that's it. I will get this as an email, and the page will update momentarily. There we go. Okay. And here's the information. Some images of the unit on the building. You've seen that. It's just stunning. I love it. Some of the free design, and Johnson Chu did the design here. And Johnson Chu, I've known him for many years, and he's a phenomenal designer from Toronto, really cutting edge. And you can see he's designed these beautiful, livable units, lofts, with built-in kitchen, just beautiful. So if you wanted to live in the city, if you wanted to pick a larger unit for yourself or a smaller unit for investment, there you go. This map you already see in the video, and that's the map that explains how close you are to everything. This is phenomenal. This is on the 9th floor. There's a pool. There are private cabanas. Basically, it's a sun tanning deck, and a lot of amenities, and you can come and hang out day or night. There's a Rothko painting in there. And there's a beautiful jacuzzi, another tanning deck. There's an external fire pit, so you can sit out in a nice fall evening. Around there's a large area here for people that want to do barbecues and sit to do a little party outdoors. There's another fire pit on the main level, by the way, which has a yoga deck, and it's landscaped, and it's just gorgeous. So here's a yoga deck with some water around it, and just a beautiful place to come and relax and meditate and do what you got to do. And we move into the next article, which is also on York Luxury. This article actually has, you can download here, and I'll do it with you. We're going to download the package and see what's going on. A bit of explanation of how this program works. So investor program highlight, okay? So it's priced on 22,249, which is the bachelors. Personally, I don't like buying bachelors. I like to buy 1 or 1+ dens, and recently I've been starting buying 2 bedrooms because I think there's a huge lack of 2 bedrooms in the city. Okay, I like to stay when I pick units under the 400,000 because it's a very easy margin for the deposits, to mortgage it, to sell it. So when I invest in units, I like to stay in the 400, 300 to 400, 500 to 700 square feet. Great selection. We still have 2+1 rental guarantee. The rents are approximately $3 a foot, and what's been going on here, which is really nice, is the higher the floor you go, the more rent you will get. Why is this important? It's important because if you wanted to invest in a higher floor, because you're looking into a long-term investment, and you want to keep this unit for many years and have a nice view, what happens is your return on investment reduces because every floor costs another $1,000 a floor. And if you went up 20 floors, cost you another $20,000, which the rent, if it's a fixed return, doesn't pay for it. In this case, it will. That's why it says approximately $3 a foot, because lower floors will get a little less, higher floors will get more, but they're all calculated to return positive cash flow. So if you wanted to go with a higher floor, it's really easy. The deposit, which we're going to go here, it's only 10% in 90 days, 5 and 5, and then there's nothing to be paid in 2015. It's 5% in beginning of 2016 and 5% beginning of 2017, and that's it, people. That's amazing. That means that if you wanted to go 20 floors up for another $20,000, really out of pocket right now, it's $2,000, which is less than what I spent on coffee in a couple months. So, well, a few months. Okay, so in this specific example, for 155 Red Path, if you find the unit that you like on the higher floor, consider buying it, because at the end, higher floor units are always more desirable. Okay, low carrying costs, 49 cents a foot, and established municipal tax rate is 0.75%. Another 1%, they already, as far as I understand, the builder has reached an agreement with the city where they gave him the rate of 0.75%. So that's very, very attractive. That means lower carrying costs for you, higher returns for you, okay? On October 9, which is the sale, that's the Thursday, a week from now, you're also gonna get a free assignment, which is rare with free. They never give assignment, these guys, because they know how everyone loves their product. And they're gonna cap their development charges, which is also fantastic, okay? Okay, how to participate? You fill the form below. You send us a worksheet. I give you a call. We discuss what unit you want, and then you come see me on the 9th, and we'll get you the unit. Okay. Disclaimer: investor programs have always sold out, which is true. To maximize your chances, send me your worksheets as soon as you can. If you blink, you're gonna have to pay retail prices. You're not gonna get into the rental guarantee. You're not gonna get the discount on the suites. You're not gonna get the assignment. It's basically you're gonna get retail as if you walk from the street. You should never, ever, ever pay retail price for anything. Okay, great. What I'm gonna do now, and this is the last thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna download the investor package and go together with you to give you an explanation, understanding of what you're gonna get and how it works. Ready? I'm clicking. Bam. All right. This is the first page. We can go page by page. Just click here. I'm just viewing it within my Chrome, which is fine. Can I hide this? No. Okay. 155 Redpath Investor Special. So this is a shot of the pool at night. Our best deal to date, best location, best prices, rental guarantee, fully managed, 0 management fees, and 100% of the rent is yours. So again, all the monies that you get as a check. It comes to you. It doesn't come off the price at the end, like some builders give you a promo, but really it's not real cash back. That just give you a discount at the very end. It's actually money in the bank, and it's being calculated to make sure all the units are positive cash flow. Okay. This is what the package contains: sample prices, the rental guarantee, investor-only bonuses, deposit structure, maintenance fees, rates. Okay, let's go. This is a beautiful, beautiful picture of 155 Redpath at night. You can see it's just gorgeous, and it really stands out from all the old 60s and 70s stuff that's been built in the area when Toronto at the time was pushing north up Yonge Street. The location, the demand, the supply, everything works out because you cannot find anything like this in the area. And imagine in 5 or 10 years when Yonge and Eglinton's just going to be exploding with life, and everyone's going to want to be in the new buildings, and they're not going to be that many because there's still a lot of houses there and old apartment buildings that going to need to be converted. That's a very complicated process, and it's hard to do. So, you know, your renters can go to an old apartment building, or they can rent from you. Of course, they're going to pay way more because of the beauty of the building, how nice it is, how modern it is, and all the amenities that you just can't offer that anywhere else. The map we've seen, I'm going to skip that. Okay, 155 Redpath. #1 area for income. Very high income in Yonge and Eglinton, as we all know. New LRT line, new Loblaws Megastore, Yonge and Eglinton Center going through reno. And some of the amenities, outdoor terrace with pool, jacuzzi, sun lounge and fire pit, yoga deck and barbecue, billiards lounge with bar, party room, outdoor fitness area, reflecting pool, outdoor lounge, indoor fitness center, and of course, security. Okay. Now we're going to go into the grits of the deal here. So the first thing we want to know about the location. So Yonge and Eglinton, we call it young and eligible. Everyone in Toronto that grew up in the city loves to be there. You'll find a lot of young people with money. This is an affluent area. A lot of sons and daughters, second, third, even fourth generation of people, families have been living in Toronto, and they need a place to live. They're not going to go into these old houses. It's too big for them or too expensive. They want something fancy. They want a condo where they can leave the condo and go on to their busy days without being bothered with removing the snow or fixing the roof or anything like that. And they want to have all the amenities. They want to have friends over and hang around the fire pit, do a barbecue, go to the pool, do some yoga. And basically what we're looking here is we're looking at a community for the residents. And as we've seen before with free buildings and similar buildings with communal feel and spaces do really, really well. That just people love them. Supply and demand, as I mentioned, Yonge and Eglinton, not a lot of stuff going on, but everybody wants to be there. So if you can grab one of these units, you're going to be on the in there, and grab them now before they get to the $800 and $1,000 a foot range, because they will. You know, when people said condo is going to go to $200 a foot, they said this is crazy, and then they said 300 is crazy, and then 400 they said this is the market is going to crash, and then 5 and 6 and 7. Toronto will go to $1,000 a foot. It's just a matter of time. You know, the city averages anywhere from 5 to 12% appreciation, depending on the product and per year on the product and the location. So some of the locations in the city, we've seen even 15% appreciation year over year. That means that you're doubling your investment value within 5 years. And if it takes you 5%, then if it's 5% a year, then it takes you 8 years to double your investment. You cannot find that kind of appreciation anywhere, not in the stock market, which is up and down and super risky. Obviously, the bank's not going to give you anything. It's going to cost you more money to keep your money at the bank than to actually have it elsewhere. You're not going to do anything with cash because inflation is going to eat you out. So really, that is investing in real estate is a very smart way to do it. There's a reason why 90%, 9 out of 10% of all the millionaires in the world are invested in real estate. And you know, they're not rich. They haven't made a lot of money. They simply invested throughout the years really smartly, one after another. Kind of like what I'm doing, just chip at it a little bit, make good, smart decisions, find those good buildings, find those good deals, and then make the decision. I have people that, you know, been calling me for years now, and they haven't made an investment. And what happens is, you know, what they had before available for a deposit, now it's really worth half of it because the prices have doubled. So don't sit on your hands. Do something with your money, and you know, start making that move. And once you do one, you know, I suggest you start small, 500, 600 square feet. Start small, and then do another one, and another one, and another one. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes easier, and it's kind of fun. Design and amenities, we went through it already, but you know, that's what I call in the next page is the freed factor. Okay, so we'll go over that in a second. Price and incentives. The prices are very good. The incentives are absolutely phenomenal. And again, it's going to be one night only. And I need your worksheets quickly because we're getting a lot of worksheets already. And because once this is done, the prices will go up. They always do. We always sell out. 100% of all the projects we've done this way sold out, every single one. Okay, so let's not miss the train here. The freed factor. Why is freed so successful? Well, first of all, is the interiors. The interiors are very, very nice. They're super designed. They look like they came out of a design magazine. They're really fun to live. The floor plans are good. They're useful. You can actually live in it really nicely. We all know these condos. You walk in and they're just awful. You know, there's not room for your bed. There's no room for your dining table or whatever. And this is not the case. You'll see the floor plans are very, very good. Even the small ones are very, very smart. Thanks to Johnson Chu. The kitchens are super high grade and they're all integrated, so it looks really nice. It just looks very airy, lots of glass, kind of a lofty feel to it. Communal spaces also add a lot to the desirability of why people would live in a building. Building with outdoor spaces, building with communal spaces, especially outdoor, always do better. Just always do better. And guess who's building this building? So Freed did Thompson with the rooftop pool. People love it, but it's not private. Then we got Fashion House, which is a private rooftop pool, and the party room, which opens to the pool, which is fantastic. That's what everybody wants. Fashion House, this is even people that bought the 500 square feet units at Fashion House already made $100,000. It's just, and the people that bought the larger units made about $200,000 or $300,000 for the larger units in appreciation since the purchase, because it's so desirable and it's a small building, 350 units or so. And talk of the town design, that's exactly what you're investing in. You're investing in something that everybody wants, but not everyone can have, okay? That's that simple. Thursday, October 9th, people. I need your worksheets. I need your worksheets, okay? 2+1 rental guarantee offer. Complete turnkey solution, just like we said at the very beginning. Higher floors will get higher rents. It's a complete managed investment. That means that you don't have to do anything besides put in the deposit. That's all you gotta do. You will get deposit. You will get the checks every month. You deposit them, and that's it. And you'll see the calculation. It's designed for positive cash flow. Okay. At the end of the lease term, you have a unit and you can give me a shout and say, I want to lease it again, or you can extend your current tenant, or you can move in yourself, or you can sell it. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. If you do wanted to assign it before, you can. You get a free assignment option there. And if you did want to assign, just give me a shout and I will assign it for you. No problem. VIP investor bonuses, free assignment, and developer fees cap. Very important. Will save you a lot of money. Assignments these days are $5,000 to $10,000. Development fees, they cap around the 5 mark. And it's really good to know, because if you were to assign a unit, the person who's going to buy the unit from you, the assignee, we'd like to know what the closing costs are. So would you, and you can tell them exactly. Okay, the deposit structure is phenomenal. It's 10% in 2014, which is basically 5% in 30 days, 5 and then 5 less 5,000 and 5% less 5,000, 5% in 30 days, 5% in 90 days. Then take a deep breath and basically cruise 2015, another 5% in 2016, and the last 5% in 2017. Very, very good. So if you were to pick a unit for $40,000, for $400,000, you need $40,000 in 2014, and then nothing until 2016. That's very, very good. That also allows you to prepare your money, to keep it in the investment, to sell a property, to refinance it, or to save it, whatever you like. Maintenance fees, 49 cents a foot, and taxes, as I understand, they're already established with the city of Toronto. So it's not the 1%, it's a 0.75, which is really, really cheap. Here's an ROI example for 564 square feet. Obviously, it's taken into consideration a lot of assumptions, but it's a good example, so let's go through it. I'll just go through the left column. Here it's assuming 2.5% variable 3-year mortgage. You pay $335.9. Here's your 20% deposit, and your mortgage left is $268. That's 80%. It's estimated that the principal and interest are $1,062, maintenance is $276, taxes $207. The total expense is $1,545. The income that you're getting guaranteed is $1,630. And by the way, people, $1,630 is a very low amount for 564 square feet. I'm absolutely, because we're getting this right now, we're already getting these rents and even more. So the developer is making a very conservative assumptions here to make sure everyone's happy. And there you have it. The expenses are, and you get $85 left. So your cash flow is just over $1,000 for the year. The principal, which is coming from here, they're taking the principal and they divide it by 3. It's $62.48. So your cash flow plus what you've put into the principal, the part of principal from the mortgage, not the interest, is $72.68. So if we look at what you've made per year, that's 10.8%. That's not bad. Here we just use a slightly higher mortgage rate. It's 9.7. So around 10% return on investment. That's very, very good. Mind you, the closing costs are not here. This is a cash on cash estimation. And also, we have not put into consideration the appreciation. Now, I'm absolutely sure that this 564 unit that you bought for $335 and you paid $67 for will be worth much, much more into it. So your actual return should be way more. But this is a cash on cash return. Okay, so that's a fantastic return. That's a great investment. There's nothing for you to do. Just let it sit there. Let the builder build it. Let real estate appreciate. Let the builder and his management company get you the tenant, and that's it. Go to sleep. Wake up after a few years, pick your keys, and you've made some money. Also, people always ask me, do they have to go into the rental management program? No, you do not. You do not have to go into the rental management program. Once you come to sign your agreement with me on Thursday, October the 9th, there'll be a sample of the agreement. You can take it home, look at it. You're not going to need to sign it until way later in the game, with a much, much closer to occupancy, okay? So you have 2 or 3 years to think about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, one night only VIP pricing, subject to availability. So we got 4 sections to this building. The podium suites, which are the cheapest units. If you're looking for very low dollar per foot, and that's kind of the investor you are, go for the podium suites. You know, they're excellent designs, and they offer very good prices. You know, you can pick something here for a price of downtown or less, plus everything in the building. You know the saying, to buy the cheapest house on the most expensive street. That's kind of what you're looking at here. The lower tower are fantastic units, floors 8 to 15. I believe that the outdoor pool is floor 8 or 9. So you're just above the outdoor pool here. And the prices are still very, very good. There's really only one unit here over 4, which is amazing. And these designs are very, very good. The 619, some of these units have wraparound balconies. Look at this, 313 square feet. I mean, or 290 square feet balcony. This is amazing. Like, who would not like to live in a unit like that? And even though the square footage seems small to you, it's not really small because the design is very good and because it's expansive. The living room is expanding, and your bedroom, if you have the wraparound balcony, expands into the balcony. So it's really, really nice. And you can really go on your balcony. You know, it's covered from above with another balcony. And you can be there, maybe with the exception of February, you can be there all year. Okay, the higher floors, that's a different kind of investment. Here you'll see prices, about half of them below the 4 and half of them over the 4. Here you can find larger units. You can find 2-beds. So for those who, like me, like to buy higher floors and 2-bedroom units, start looking here. Remember that the cash flow will be higher. The return from the builder will be higher for higher floors to accommodate higher floors. So that's a very good option, especially if you're looking into a long-term investment, or maybe you're buying for yourselves. And just like me, you realize there's a lot of 1 and 1+ den units, but it's just not enough 2-bedrooms. So I think there's going to be a lot of demand for 2-bedrooms in the city of Toronto. All these young people coming to the city, eventually they're going to get married and they're going to need a place to live. And maybe when they have a baby, they can still live in a condo. Once they have 2 or 3 kids, that they're going to have to find a 3-bedrooms. But for now, that could definitely satisfy a lot of people, going all the way up to from the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then there's a premium terrace units, which are unique units that you can take a look at. I think they're very, very nice. There's huge terraces, 628 square feet, 690, 700 square feet terrace unit. These are amazing, and I really like those terrace units, and I've been buying those too. And yeah, they do come with a bit of a premium, but really not, because when you look at it in long term, the condo fees on these units is really small because you only pay for this. You pay for the indoor and the condo fees. You don't pay for the outdoor condo fees on it. And same as your taxes. So you're getting just a massive deal. And those are rare because these buildings are vertical. There's very few terraces. So always consider the terrace also as for a long-term investment. We went over the deposit structure, the maintenance. The parking is $47,500. 2-bedroom suites and above. You do not need to buy a parking for a 1-bedroom unit because your tenant not going to have a car. They got the LRT and the subway, and that's all you need. And the locker, we can put you on a wait list. Okay, this is a worksheet. That's what I need you guys to print out. It's page 11. Print it out. Put the models here that you want, or put like the first, second, and third option. Don't worry about the base purchase price. We'll fill it for you. Let me know if you want the parking, 2-bedroom and up, and make sure everything is filled here. This will be kept with complete privacy, strict privacy that we exercise. We really value everyone's privacy, myself, yours, so on. We do need this information because what happened in previous sales, I had some people that came and their worksheets were not full, and basically they were put to the end of the pile and they didn't get units. Okay, so fill this. If it works, great. If not, we'll just give it back to you, and you can just rip it, shred it. Okay, one more shot at the building at night. Just beautiful. How can you not want to be maybe right this floor overlooking the pool? I think it'd be really, really cool. These are the podium suites here. Okay, rooftop outdoor pools are rare. Buildings featuring rooftop pools are in high demand, producing high resale values and higher rents. Examples of the Thompson and the Fashion House, both by Freed. Okay, here's the building. Show you in one shot. Okay, and here we go into the floor plan. So these are the bachelors. I'm personally not the greatest fan of buying bachelors. I find they're a bit tricky to lease, but some of these are really nice. Like something like this one as a pied-à-terre, it actually can work, especially because they got these large balconies. And quickly we're getting into the 1-bedrooms, starting with very attractive, good design, 500 square feet bedroom here with a large balcony, which is key. These are the massive terraces that you can pick. These are very good units too. I really like them. Some more. This is a LT, means lower tower. These are beautiful 503. That's a very useful design here with the bathroom tucked away, just proper. Okay, here's another one, very similar, more reverse. These units are the wraparound balconies. I really, really like them. They may cost a little bit more, but they're just fantastic because if you look, it's 514 square feet unit, but the balcony is almost 300 square feet. So now you're looking at over 800 square feet of area that you can use. That's just amazing. So you can have a whole bunch of people coming over. Maybe they're not gonna, they can't always stay overnight, but they can definitely come and hang out, and then you can take them to the barbecue pit and hang out overnight there. Just some more units. They're all very, very good design. It's really hard to tell which is the best one, and it comes more to a personal preference. Really like this one, side by side. I've always liked these designs. Huge balcony. They work really well, and there's even a small den here for your computer. Okay, similar design. See, this is wider and this is longer. It's more a matter of preference. I like them both. This is on the lower floor. This is on the higher floor. Another wraparound balcony. Grab this one, people. This is a fantastic unit with a den. Okay, these are classic designs for one bedrooms. The bathroom is tucked away. There's a bit of a space here that you can do your laundry and get a bit of privacy there. There's a small den, and the kitchen is tucked away too, so you can do a very nice living area, and you can keep this door open or closed with another nice balcony. Okay, this is a fantastic 1+10 design with the bathroom in the middle. It's a very proper design. We've seen that design at Fashion House. The model suite of Fashion House is very similar to this one. And of course, it sold first. Okay, here we're getting into some just gorgeous 1+ den with the wraparound balcony, where the den could really be used as a second, small, but a second bedroom. Another corner suite, very good. Corner suite with a regular balcony, all glass. All glass. It's great. At night, that should be really nice to be there. This is an interesting design. I've seen some of these designs too from Freed, where it's kind of almost like a back area goes to a den, and you know, you could technically put a twin bed in there and sleep there because it's pretty quiet in here. There's a large living at the front with the kitchen here, and then the bedroom, because it's a corner, the bedroom gets the corner. Really cool. Very interesting design. I think living in a unit like this would be really cool. This unit, that's a 2-bedroom, and the bedrooms are away from each other, which is what you want. There's a 1-bathroom here to save on space. Some of these units, depending on the floor, will have a wraparound balcony on it, and then some of the floors will just have the balcony. Either way, they're very good. Side-by-side rooms, but the entrance is separate, so that's great. Okay, and it just keeps going. Okay, so you can basically go and download this. This is the last page. So I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you very much. Go to yorkvilleluxuryrealestate.com. If you have any questions, give me a shout, 416-497-4241, or simply fill the form and I'll call you back. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.